Developing a positive, progressive workplace culture has been a priority for the Scotiabank Convention Centre since first opening its doors 2 years ago in Niagara Falls. The Centre's Director of HR, Tammy Sweeney, sat down with Canadian HR Reporter TV to talk about how their successes can be implemented in workplaces elsewhere. Why is it important to name and describe your corporate culture?
It helps you select the right people for the organization. So by identifying what the culture is, what's important to the company, and what the values are, you can then pick the right people to help make that happen. If you don't know your culture, or if you can't describe it and know what it means to your guests and to your product, it makes it hard to pick the right people. Then when you've got the right people, it helps you to train the right things and teach them the right things, recognize and reward the right things, and encourage them to make decisions and follow actions that are aligned with whatever's important to that company.
How did you go about doing this when preparing to open the convention center?
It developed, and it's still developing. So I joined the convention center about 6 months before we opened. I really joined to build that team, that opening team, and to build something new and different in Niagara. I met with the president and general manager just for our interview, actually, when she was looking for an HR leader in the organization. And we were very much aligned on the type of business and type of culture we wanted to create. And I had come from an organization that was much more regimented than the one that we were going to create. We wanted something different in Niagara. We wanted something where people wanted to come to work and wanted to contribute, wanted to be innovative, and wanted to be proud of where they worked. So we tried to, right from the beginning, do a lot of things differently, right from accessibility of the president and general manager. Anybody can walk into her office at any time and she's there. They can share ideas with her. She walks on the floor and knows them by name. And that's different in Niagara. Niagara is a town where there's a lot of temporary employment because it's a lot of hospitality. We're no different, so we don't have year-round employment for everybody. We want them to make us the place of choice for them to come to work and to come back year after year.
How do you communicate your culture to your employees?
For me, it includes anything that's visible to the eye. So quite often you'll see in an organization, and we get there from time to time too, where it's very vague. We want to deliver the best customer service. Well, what does that look like and what does it mean? So our brand is Unconventional Experiences. And so we've worked with our employees to help them identify what that means. What we've determined is that it is something different for everybody, but it's taking that extra bit of time to understand what it means to your guests. For example, we had one customer come in that loves candy, and he eats candy actually all day long. And so our front of house manager, instead of giving him cereal in the morning for breakfast as a good morning, she gave him a big bowl of colorful candies. And it was a thank you, it was a hi, I remembered what was important to you, and I gave that to you. And it was just something really little, but it meant a lot to him. We encourage our frontline people to do whatever it takes to make that experience special for our guests. And so that's how we've tried to make it tangible and observable, is by sharing stories so that they understand what it means and what they can do to contribute.
How do you go about aligning your values from senior level employees all the way down to frontline staff?
It's 90% dialogue and talking to each other and sharing those questions and ideas, calling each other out on things when they're not consistent, and getting and grouping together to say, all right, this happened this week. Does it mesh with our values and our culture, or is it somehow stand out? And if so, what can we do to fix it? We go back to our clients and we talk about that experience with our clients to say, what worked for you? Were we true to who we were, or do we need to do something different? So we talk to our clients, we talk to our employees, and we talk to each other as a leadership team to make sure that we are all on the same page. And we measure it. So we measure whatever elements of our culture that we can, from employee satisfaction to guest satisfaction to revenue, and all of the standard performance indicators as well.